Well, I'm putting back on my 360 because in the circuit I'm gonna also the additional circuit I'm fishing this year is called the NPFL, and it's a no forward facing sonar, live sonar. 360 is not live. It has a delay. You can't see the fish's direction of swimming and all that other. So I took it off in Florida not to hurt it, knowing that here it's going to be valuable at Santee. So.
And the reason it's daylight and we're still here is because we got in late last night
From Okeechobee.
Which should have been about a 7-hour drive.
Turned it to be a 13-day drive.
It was awful. And we made it to our campground. And he had to do a little bit of work. We've got to go over to the ramp this morning and get the little fancy device thing that stops his sonar from being able to be used. So this is where we're staying this week. We're at this nice campground right here on the water. Like getting the gang all back together. We got Pete Pons here. We got Matt Heron on the other side of us.
Low coming in.
Low ones are coming in. West Logan. What do you say? We've got about 15?
Yeah, Brandon Cobb, Patrick Walters.
Now is that your what I call the Voyager?
Yeah, you get that one.
I get that name mixed up. Explorer.
Yeah, Explorer.
Yeah. Well, Explorer, Voyager, I mean, I don't know.
Close, right? Using it for mapping. Use my other Humminbird straight 360. Bigger pictures. Because over here we're not limited to 55 inches.
Hey, and you could use your iPad.
We can have 155 inches. Huh? When you get, and I can use my iPad.
Yeah.
Just say that. Because the rules are the rules. Fast as 55 inches makes no sense. But over here we can have 171 inches. Scrape that rust off. It's a good mineral part. Easy cheesy.
Bring to get there. Little bitty bait. Look at that pipe at the back. Oh shit. Damn. Right at the boat. Ain't no side. We bit attached to the boat. It looks like you're about to pick it up.
I was.
Holy shit. Where'd he put his truck at?
He hit a deer right there on the straightaway coming to the land.
Did he try to swing?
No, he hit it. He said he hit it front, back and he got loose. He lost it.
But he's okay though.
He's alright.
Did he go to the hospital?
No, you know the worst part? I drove right by him while he was stuck upside down in the truck. I didn't know it was him.
Why didn't you stop him if it was anybody? You seen the
Because
truck?
two cars in front of me drove by it, so I thought somebody wrecked last night.
Holy shit. Man, dude, well, if you talk to him, tell him I hope he's okay.
He tried to, he went back to work.
He went back to work.
He tried to talk me into coming out here and going home.
Okay, now come up on stage. Now, how about it for the G-Man, Gerald Swindle? The folks right there for the Alabama Pro, Gerald Swindle. All right, my friend, right over here for me. New routine number one on behalf of the ownership group of our fans and friends and family. Welcome to the NPFL.
Man, it's awesome. This is my first event to fish with you guys, and I tell you, it's pretty impressive. My wife said these guys have got everything covered. They've even got a place for the women to unhook the trailer. She said that's pretty awesome. So I mean, just the little things that go a long way after 30 years of fishing. But I'm really impressed by how the tournaments ran. It was fun to go out today and fish a no forward-facing sonar tournament. Old school fishing, throwing, working, hustling. Brings back a lot of childhood memories, and the reason I got into it, that's the love of the fishing, is to figure it out. I need to get another big bite or two tomorrow, but you know, it's a 3-day event. In this Santee to Cooper, anything can happen, but it's also good to see everybody here at Santee, and I'll look forward to seeing y'all tomorrow.
One point. You said you're coming back here, kind of that old school fishing, childhood memories with the family, the grandparents, the father, mother, all that kind of stuff. Get your juices flowing a little bit. Look, you've been doing it for a long time, but really get your juices flowing, coming back here and knowing that, hey, it's not a video game right now.
It's not. It's not a bunch of screen zombies out there. A lot of people casting and working and throwing and ripping traps and trying to get bites. And this is right here in this very parking lot is where I won my first ALY with bass in 2004. So Santee and I got a lot of good memories going back, but you know, the childhood memory of just fishing started flooding back in practice. It took me about 3 hours to get detuned from looking down and being a zombie at that screen. I told Lulu, I said, well, once I got my first bite, it's like I was just riding a bike again. I took off running all over the lake. And I think if you truly love to watch fishing, NPFL is what you want to tune into all year, because we're not going to be screen zombies. We're going to be hustling.
Thank you for the compliments. Welcome to the family.
You're better than a good wife. You're the best wife. But I'm an okay husband too.
Okay, come on now.
I ain't been given no nighttime snuggles, but I'm still an okay husband.
You can make up for it next week.
Yeah. I'll take you to Waffle House.
Oh! So y'all can see that his forward-facing unit is completely removed here. And then that little orange device right there, what do you call that?
What's that?
that little orange thing,
That's lockout.
the lockout device. Yes, to make sure that the forward-facing units cannot be plugged in. So, pretty cool.
As long as they ain't biting, they ain't gonna hurt nothing. I hope this is bad. He hooked sideways and all. I didn't want to boat flip him. I just yielded him like a cropper.
You just yelled that shit.
Hey, why not?
He said that killed him.
I guilted him right in the gills. Hey, he's in the bucket, ain't he?
All right, GMan, Gerald, Swindle, the Alabama Pro. He had 18 pounds and 3 ounces on day 1. He's got 5 in the bag today. I think he's going to go a little bit less than that, but it's still going to be a good day if you need to wash up right there, sir. We're going to go with 16 pounds and 6 ounces, 34.9, 22nd position right here, top 40, right over here for me, sir. All right, talk about it.
It was bad. I mean, it's like being in a bad marriage. When it's over, it's over. You're glad you got to go home with something, and that's about the way I was. I caught 5 fish all day, and I've run all up and down, and I've clapped cheeks across that rough water, dodged trees, hit coots and cormorants, and whatever else got in the way. Broke the trolling motor prop, went and hung out with a crappie fisherman, borrowed some sockets, fixed it. Then he wanted me to analyze why his hook set wasn't no good. I said, well, hand me your pole. It looks a little flimsy. Let's go do another one. So he said, well, I'm 0 for 5. I said, well, I ain't having 3 bites. You're ahead of me. But it was tough. I had a place where we all caught him yesterday, and I only caught 1 in there today. I lost 1. Then I went scrambling. I caught 1 flipping a tree on a big jig. Then I caught 1 off bed. Then I caught 1 on the drop shot. Then I caught 1 burning the chatterbait. It was not fresh. It was a long day. Played to win a little too much, a little too conservative. Just worried about getting over there and back. So tomorrow I hope it dies down. For me, after 5 back surgeries, 2 knee surgeries, well, 7 knee surgeries, 4 shoulder surgeries and all that, running that rough water, it take a lot of Tito's to get me to go to the lower lake today. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you.
I'll tell you what, there's a fine drink right there, my friend. I don't know if you probably remember, and a lot of folks out here older, the Bionic Man back in the day. It seems like you got a lot of metal in the body.
I do. I just had a rotator cuff surgery. I got 5 pins. And
You want me to keep hitting you on that?
it's all good. It's all good. I've had 23 epidurals in my spine. I mean, I've had punctured lungs. When I say I'm beat up, I'm beat up. So everybody always kids me and said, you the pimp with a limp. I said, no, that's natural, bro. I'm broke up. I can't hardly get around. I just like to say I'm a pimp. But these women out here in the lake, they hard to work with. If I was pimping today, I wouldn't have made enough to buy a sandwich. Tomorrow, I'm gonna put some Ray Charles on that radio or something, play a little love song. I'm gonna go back down in this creek. I got one creek down here, and the last time I was here, this crazy woman I thought was gonna kill me. She's in there yesterday, she was eyeballing me, and y'all think I'm kidding you. When I tell you her nose went in the middle of it, she tried to kill me last time I was here, punched the windows out in her house and threw stuff at me. I went in there yesterday, she drug a board back and forth like Sling Blade in that movie till I just finally surrendered. I said, all right, but tomorrow, me and her are going to war. I'm going in there because she's got one under her dock. I'm going to go early, hope she gets drunk, sleeps late.
A man of few words, the G-Man, Gerald Swindle right there, folks.